Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here at the top of the second. To the right side, Moore. To first, and Ramirez is set down. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Cal Raleigh.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that. Speaking of dingers, he's the second fastest to 50 home runs in Seattle history. Only A-Rod needed fewer games.
And a pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. A little bit low, and the count is 3-1. Means a guy that really fills up the strike zone. Rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days, with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective.
And no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger. 1 out, runner at second. Here's the veteran shortstop, J.P. Crawford. As a hitter, does knowing that this guy's going to be in the zone, does that make you more aggressive?
Kind of, but you still have to stay on that backside. You've got to make sure you get pitch recognition and let your hands work.
Did you ever really need a cue to be more aggressive?
No, I never did, especially when it comes to messing with you.
Wow. Man at second. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Off the mark there. And a count 2-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Fouls one off, 2-2. He goes down looking. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Jhonkensy Noel. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's out to center field. Rodriguez sizes this one up. Squeezes it. 1 away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 1 out, bases empty. Breaking ball misses down and away. Fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings to first in time. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. 2 down, nobody on. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Lifted in the air down the left side. Arozarena racing over to make the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. And now for Seattle, Luke Raley. Outside. And the count is 3-1. High fly ball out into left center field. Kwan settles underneath it. And there's one away. Here's Dylan Moore. Moore working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Throw on to Santana, and there's 2 away. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that will end the inning. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, Gregory Santos.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Leading off, Brian Rocchio.
The shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Rodriguez makes the grab, 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Rocchio stands at first with 1 out. Ground ball could be 2. Moore over to second. Can't hang on. And stepping in is the speedy Lane Thomas. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back in Seattle, bottom 4, here's the third baseman, Donovan Solano. And foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Thomas gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. 1 down, base is empty. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Cal Raleigh now at the plate. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slog is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now it's the DH, Jorge Polanco. Check swing, and he went. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Raleigh off of first with 2 away. That one ripped. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. And that's in there at the knees. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back at T-Mobile Park, ready now for the 5th inning. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one missed.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. Crawford fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. He'll touch them all. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 3-1. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Fought off foul.
But just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Hit hard. Base hit.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, bro. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed
swing and a miss, struck him out. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Rounds third. Headed for the plate. The throw in. He'll score easily. And they trail by 1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there.
Runner on the go. Line, and that's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Next offering is downstairs.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. He fouls it off. Will do it again. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Next to hit, Cal Raleigh. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Last half of inning number 5.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Naylor has a beat on it, and that's the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. 2-1 now. And a foul ball. Two and 2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2-2 now. Swing at a ground ball. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they can't get the out. And up next for Cleveland, Carlos Santana. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Grounder might be 2. Goes to second for 1, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians.
Man, that is such a tough double play to execute as a first baseman, and not only field the ball and make a good throw to second with a runner in the baseline, but also to hustle back to first base and get set up to receive the return throw. That takes great footwork and an awareness of where the bag is. A lot of practice to get that one right.
On the ground, Moore sends it to first, and that is that. Back in Seattle, bottom of the inning, and now the DH, Jorge Polanco. Paul Sewald on the pitch here.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And a swing and a miss there.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got him. 1 away. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And up next for Seattle, Randy Arozarena. That one drifts inside. Clips the corner. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the ground at first. Takes it himself. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Trent Thornton.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Well, one-run game. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Stephen Kwan. One down, base is empty. Well struck, right field. And it's off the wall.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Stepping in, Lane Thomas. And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Two outs. Popped up. Crawford makes the grab, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. Looking to get the tying run on base. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Center field, Thomas on the move. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 down. Here's Victor Robles. Now a screamer into the outfield. And a base hit right there. And that keeps the inning going. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away. Donovan Solano up next for the Mariners. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Robles at second with 2 down. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Brash.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, John Kenzie Noel. There's a swing and a miss.
Man, that was pretty close right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. That one felt good, and they add to the lead. It's 4-2. Now it's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Rodriguez brings it in with a nice running grab. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. One down, base is empty. Fouled off to the right. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. And the next pitch is way outside. And they'll do it again. The 2-2. Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Back at T-Mobile Park, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Cade Smith gets the call from the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Been a pretty rough game at the plate for him so far. A bunch of strikeouts, so that felt good, I'm sure. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And the batter now, Cal Raleigh.
2 strikes.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from...
Runner on the goal. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
On the ground, right side, and it's through for a hit. Rodriguez in to score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. In the air, right side. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley.
That's ball 2.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swings and misses. And the count's even at 2. Misses his zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Colin Snyder.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Hit in the air, center field. Puts it away for the out. Here's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias.
Gabriel Arias.
And that is out of play. Strike three, got him with the sweeper. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Right through there for a strike. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the catch, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the ninth, and stepping in for the Mariners, Dylan Moore. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Emmanuel Clase, on for the 30th time this year. One-run game, bottom nine. Yeah, that's fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Fly ball down the line. Noel pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Victor Robles. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. And now for Seattle, Donovan Solano.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Just missed. Just off the inside edge.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
The Mariners down to their final strike. That one out to right. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the San Francisco Giants. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Our starting pitcher in this one, Kyle Harrison. What do we need to know here?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him. One gone here. Here's Lane Thomas now. This to third, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. ground ball left side. Chapman over to first in time. And Thomas is out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And a guy coming into this one swinging a hot bat, Lane Thomas.
Yeah, Boog, he's working on a 15-game hit streak right now, and that means he's hit just about everybody. 15 games, man, that's tough to do, but the way he's swinging, I wouldn't be surprised if he got to 20 or even more.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Kicks and deals. Hit in the air, left field. Makes a nice running catch. And that is that. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting in this one, Gavin Williams. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
And that misses. 3-1. Williams with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. 3-2 now.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts, and right now it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
High fly ball out to center field. Thomas makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's the Giants lineup. Singy, the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases, and so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective, look for long pitch counts, grinding out at-bats, and really barrels to the baseball, because it's a lot easier to jog around the bases than for these players to sprint. He doesn't flinch at all with the front shoulder, stays nice and closed, behind in the count, and hits this ball beautifully.
So 2 down. Here's Elliot Ramos. And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-2. And a base hit into right. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Willie Adames stands in. That one a little bit high. Ball 3.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Got him looking. Inning over.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in San Francisco, all set for the start of the inning. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Jhonkensy Noel. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And misses inside. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game, with pitchers going up there with hard stuff, Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone. Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Chapman over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. No score here in the 2nd. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Guardians go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And digging in for San Francisco, Matt Chapman. And a pop-up. Right side, foul territory. Naylor makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. 1 out, base is empty. Misses. Now 2-2. On the ground to the left, Rocchio tosses to first. Out. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. So digging in, Pirar and Encarnacion. Ripped on a line. Kwan right there to make the grab. And that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Oracle Park. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd. Scoreless game. And now here is Bo Naylor. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Gabriel Arias. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ball popped up. Wade. And there's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Here's Brian Rocchio.
Off the plate.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Swings and misses, and we're filled up. Top of the 3rd, no score. And that's just foul. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. inside. And it's 2-1.
2-1.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Line drive, base hit down the line. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but he squared it up pretty good, and he kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job on the other side by the defense to hold that to a long single.
And it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Bailey aboard here at first with nobody out. Off the mark there. Full count, 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
First and second, no outs. And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee hit in the air, left field. Brings it in, and that is a big first out. So here's Wade now. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the last half of the 3rd. Chopped on the ground, but it kicks foul.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Thomas grabs it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Giants leave a couple. Still no score. On to the 4th. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. And there's a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Lee under it. 1 up, 1 down.
Now that
Here's Jose Ramirez. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Out to short. The throw to first.
Yeah,
and Ramirez is set down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
John Kenzie Noel digs in for the Guardians.
One.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Full count now.
Full count.
Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Guardians fail to score, and we are still scoreless. Ready to go, bottom 4, and the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames. Here's the pitch to Adames.
Ball 2.
Fouled off down the right side. Here's the 2-2. Up the middle, Rocchio throws to first.
That's an out.
And they get Adames for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Now it's Matt Chapman. Going to count 1 and 2.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really...
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's the Giants DH, Gerard Encarnacion. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Hard ground ball for a base stop. Chapman headed home. Fires to the plate. Safe at home. And the runner scores from second. On the board first, it's 1-0.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now a chance for Patrick Bailey. Quan settles under it and makes the catch. And that ends the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. This is Guardians Baseball on the Show, Ohio. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Here's a 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Now it's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. One down, base is empty. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. And he grounds one to the right side. Wade steps on the bag, and that quickly 2 away. Bo Naylor at the plate now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And a swing and a miss down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They trail here 1-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald. That one fouled off. Slice to right. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And here is Jung-Hoo Lee. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Fitzgerald over at second, 1 down. Runner takes off. That one pulled foul. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Tag, too late. He scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
1 down. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A laser to left. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-0.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the
3. Out. Out. That's ball 4. Out. 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 3. You're out. Ball 4. Take the base. Out. 3. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. You're out. 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 3. You're out.
With this win here today, you've won the first 2 games of this 3-game series. So you would think the work is done, but when you're at home, I don't believe so. You got to come back with a mindset for game 3 that you want to win it, and you're going to go out and do everything that it takes. You win like that at home, you position yourself for good things down the stretch.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.